This story was insane.
Mic check.
Yeah.
We live. What it do? The Phase I'm You family, the Phase I'm You podcast family. What it do? We episode 411. As you know, your host, we here, and my co-host, my brother, we in the building.
Yes, sir. Yo, I gotta read this. I'm sorry. We gotta react to this on the pod.
We back. We can say we put a pod. That's better. Hey,
I'll let you go first.
Y'all already know what's up. Y'all already know what's happening, man. Make sure you guys lock in. We just had an amazing Patreon episode. We
didn't.
Ludacris, versus T.I. Ludacris is my brother, and my uncle was T.I. That was a good battle. It was a good battle for me, music wise. It was a good experience. I like doing things. I'm
not doing this.
I was voted unofficially, but I left it up to the chat as well. I had 13
the only one that had sense
for Luda.
And that final rule, I hate that rule.
So we
had to get rid of that.
So we had 25 songs each, guys. Just for y'all that didn't tune in to watch, we had 25 songs each. Each category we had 5 songs. So we had breakout, top hit songs, features, B-sides, and then we had heartfelt. And then we also had a final song, but we clarified that we don't count the final song, regardless of anything. It was tied up, and we had one. We had one more official vote, and that official vote went to T.I. I had Luda because I felt like in the feature category, that's what he is, T.I. And it's all about song placement because throughout the whole battle, it was a tie amongst the people that was viewing in the chat as well. Because
I'm thinking that I was gonna win because I had my final song, and then when I heard him play I heard him play all his big records first. I was like, wait a minute, so what's he gonna play at the end? Because I had Stand Up. Because I'm like, all right, I'm going to play Stand Up. When I play Stand Up, he played That's All You Want. I'm like, oh, I got this. I'm like, what's the point of us playing the final song we don't count?
But I do feel like it's song placement too, because within that 25, both of y'all,
I'm saying, if I had known, I would have put Stand Up over How Low. I wouldn't have played How Low over my
But regardless of anything, y'all had the opportunity in these categories to pick a song. It's all about song placements.
I understand that.
He didn't play.
But I'm saying, if I had known my final song wouldn't count, I would have put that song.
But regardless, who doesn't? All right, now I'm about to get on you. Who doesn't play Stand Up in the top hits? I don't care about the final song. All right, forget the final song.
You play your biggest record at the end.
But your best record. Is the top hits. Even when me and you went, we can go roll the tape. Our final song never counted to what we scored. It never counted. No, it did not. You remember every score that we've done in Verzuz?
We gotta get rid of that rule.
Every score that we've done in Verzuz is 13 to 12. It's just a final song to just end.
And all the verses I seen, you always said your best record for the end. So I saved my bet because I was debating: should I play Move B at the end or should I play Stand Up? People was like, "Nah, play Move B then play Stand Up at the end."
But you wanted.
So I was setting it up for that. That was the whole.
But I understand it. But what factors in is the 25 songs that y'all had. You had the 25 songs, and for me, you won overall 13 to 12. So you can't say everybody didn't include the final song.
And we gotta get more women judges. I think that would have helped me. I think I should have won. But whatever.
But that was a great versus, bruh. Make sure you guys tap into the Patreon episode. All right, I'm uploading it right now for y'all. Patreon episode. We had it out in the live yesterday. It was actually a good experience. We was watching the game, chilling. Make sure you guys tune into that. Let's get right into it because you know my GOAT, man. Louisiana Fest, the Hot Boys reunion. Hey, if it was any concert I wish I was at, that's the concert I wish I was at. I had a concert in my living room.
Of all time?
I had a concert in my living room, bro. Because Hot Boys, bro, we haven't had a Hot Boys reunion or them on stage together.
That did look special. I didn't tune in, but it looked special.
That was
that was hard.
It
looked great. It was great to see all those guys on stage together. They looked like they were happy to be doing it. They looked like they were happy to be around each other and be rapping with each other again. They all look grateful to be having that moment, to have the call and to do that. You can tell those guys genuinely miss each other. It wasn't just for, I'll just get this money real quick. You could tell those guys like, man, I'm so glad we did this.
And I love it because it was in New Orleans and they got to really feel that special moment. And Lil Wayne has this fest every year, but this was one of the most special ones. And then what I love about Wayne taking advantage of this moment as well too is because of all this things going around the Super Bowl. I have my own event where I could be celebrated at. And with Wayne didn't disappoint, bro. I'm telling you, if you didn't see it, you missed out on the show because he played his cult classics, bro. He played Hustler music, Sky's the Limit. He played The Mob. Of course, he played Millie Lollipop, but he played a lot of music that he wouldn't regularly play. He played all his album hits, album A sides, B sides. He played the mixtape Weezy. He played the feature Weezy. Then he also had the
I think he would have played.
Yeah. This was, bro. This was so lit because
I wasn't one of those people that felt like he couldn't do the Super Bowl. I do get the argument of Kendrick's a better performer, but I wasn't one of those people that felt like Wayne wasn't a good performer. Like, I don't feel like he's a bad performer. Have I seen some stuff that didn't look good? But I always thought overall, like, he could have done this. I think he could have done the event. Yeah. And I heard the argument. He doesn't remember his words. I'm like, well, he remembers them enough to tour and do shows, so he remembers words of some songs, obviously. So it's like to say that he doesn't remember, like, he's not gonna go out there. But
you know what I hate. You know what I hate about I hate any Wayne slander because of what he's done for hip hop.
Yeah, it's like
I don't care about if he had a bad performance here or there, bro.
Lil Wayne's a top 5 rapper
ever, bro.
Ever, and you can argue that he's number 1.
He deserves to be praised as an icon. So this was an iconic show.
That did blow me,
bro. This is an iconic show with Master P coming out with New Orleans. Then you had Baby, Manny Fresh, the Big Timers. Then you had Hot Boys.
Yeah.
Then I love that. Also, they got Shine to play their own songs too. So this how it went. So Wayne performed his songs, his singles and albums through the first half when he got on stage. Then the Hot Boys came out. Like how they came, but Big Timers came out. I like how they did it. Manny Fresh and Birdman performed. Then they went Turk. Then it went BG and then Juvenile, and then they all came together. It was fire, bro. It was really fire. It was a special moment. I like that they played some of their real cult classics that we really would love, like Hot Boys and the Hot Girl. And bro,
that looked like a special joint.
That was
I do wish we would stop milking the Super Bowl thing. I was like, yes, it sucked that he didn't get picked, but we gotta stop treating it like he was shot in the leg and we didn't give him health insurance. It's like,
I get it though.
I did like seeing him be celebrated. He deserved.
That's why I said I don't want to diminish. I don't want to.
He deserved to be celebrated. He deserved to be celebrated by his state, by his hometown. He deserved his own. He deserved all of those things. So I liked seeing that. I liked seeing the Hot Boys. I liked seeing him and Birdman being on good terms, or at least it seemed like they were on good terms. I like seeing that he got his own day in the city and Master P. I loved seeing that New Orleans was able to celebrate Lil Wayne. Because it's always great to see your legends get celebrated. Right. See your favorite people get celebrated. So that's always special, And I'm sure he's got many more celebrations to come. It's not going to be long before, he's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and we'll be celebrating him again.
And then Cash Money, then what got me about the nostalgic moment of Hot Boys being on stage, y'all understand Cash Money was so pivotal in people's lives in regards to the changing of the guard of music. From the South really becoming like the main pioneer of music at that time.
Because only label I know, they had a 90-10 split with a major label.
And then
I don't know how they did
Cash Money, No Limit at that time. Like, you got to think about giving the praise to Birdman and Master P and what they
Slim,
did. And shout out to Slim. But like what they all did in that period of time where hip hop was solely based as far as the aura and the heart was in New York. The Outkast and then the Goody Mobs and then the Cash Moneys and the No Limits, they changed the standpoint of how we listen to music down south. That right there, that was my childhood, bro. That's why I was like, every single song just rung off to me because that was my childhood, bro. And then for me, of course, Wayne's my favorite rapper, but to see him get celebrated in a certain way, it's a good thing to see.
I was never a huge Hot Boys fan, but I was a Lil Wayne fan. That's for sure. So it meant like the Hot Boys thing it meant a lot to me because it's a hip hop thing and it meant a lot to hip hop. Mm-hmm. It didn't mean a lot to me personally because I'm not a huge Hot Boy fan, but they're legends. So it was great to see them and to hear some of those songs. Like, I know all the songs, but I'm more of a Wayne fan. So I was like,
and for me,
I was mad I couldn't go to the show. One, because the Fillmore was charging way too much for tickets. Listen, I love Lil Wayne, but $200 for the Fillmore, I wasn't doing it. Even you said that. You was like, y'all bugging. And that joint sold out mad quick. But the next time he's in town, hopefully I can make that happen.
But yeah, that was something I would love to see. But so what I'm saying as far as like the cultural impact with the Hot Boys, bro, like the soldier rags and what they was wearing, what we were wearing back then. That's when we was wearing the baggy jeans. We had the white tees all the way down to our knees, bro.
Did he do, Birdman, you're too old for this. That was lit, bro. Did he do We Taking Over?
He did. We taking over.
Something else. Your man
That's what I'm saying. Features. He doesn't do a lot of the cult classic features that we like. And music that he likes. He played a lot of, bro. I'm telling you, a lot of music that you wouldn't expect. He played no ceilings. He played. I mean,
I would expect that,
but he doesn't often play no ceilings in the certain songs that he selected. He doesn't play. Bro, it was actually an amazing set list too, bro. Amazing set list. He played, of course, like his cult classics, but he also played a lot of B-sides.
We actually have another celebration coming up. It's our own hometown guy. November 10th is Wale Day.
Wale, for sure.
And Wale is performing at the MGM. I'm mad. I've seen Wale, thankfully, but I'm mad the tickets sold out. Tickets sold out in like 2 days. But yeah, that's coming up. That's supposed to be like a whole thing. But yeah, so shout out to Wale. I can't wait to see clips of that show. I hope it's something that's just as great as this. I hope we celebrate Wale the way we want to. I'm glad that he got to see that, you know, hey, we were really upset when we thought he wasn't coming here. And I let him know that, yo, like you're not gonna, like, come on, bro. Like,
but also, we
love you. Like,
let's be fair. Let's be fair too. It's kind of always been a split of, you know, we people that love Wale and people that just don't like him or dislike him based off of what he's repping, and you know, people don't talk about this enough. In the DMV, you do have a lot of politics as far as like somebody being from DC, somebody being from PG, somebody being from Virginia. But we should never continue to hold that over Wale's head, because what he's done for us as a city and putting us on the map musically, bro.
That's how I feel about Ludacris. I'm like, y'all busy trying to say he not from. I'm like, fam, look what this
Wale
dude did for the city.
Wale, what hasn't he done?
Like, what hasn't Wale done for the city? Like, I don't remember any of y'all complaining about this when he was first putting the city on, when he was playing go-go music and he was on and popping. Nobody was saying, oh, he's not from DC. No, y'all took all the clout that he was giving us, but now all of a sudden he not from DC.
I agree with that. I agree with that aspect for sure. I agree.
Yeah, it's like y'all took all the clout that he was bringing, and then now all of a sudden. But yeah, but I think when he did what he did with the whole putting the tour out there and not being on that, I think that was great to see, that show that, yo, like, the city do mess with Wale, and we did want him to come here. So I'm looking forward to seeing the clips of that show.
And like we said before, bro, like I told you when we were just talking about it yesterday, Wale has a cult classic hip hop before, bro. Like I told you when we were just talking about it yesterday, Wale has a cult classic hip hop song. I'm telling you, we have cult classic.
This is what I mean. This is what I mean. So
I don't know what you're saying.
If we were, I'm gonna tell you. Let's say we're in Texas at a club, right? We're in Texas. At a club in Texas. If California Love comes on, will the entire club sing it?
Yes.
Okay. If Nike Boots comes on, will the entire club sing it?
We don't know that though, but like we don't know that. But also, like with California Love, that doesn't mean just because it's a popular song and you can see Demon worldwide doesn't mean everybody knows it. But it still can be a cult classic, bro.
No, we have cult classics. I want a certified world. I want a classic. I want
Nike Boots.
I want like, if I go anywhere, I don't care where I go. If this song is played, people know where they sing it. That's what I want.
And then I told you earlier, Crew from Gold Link and Shy Glizzy.
Is that about from being
that's
from
a global
Beardo?
song.
Is that about being
yes,
from?
Yes, it is, bro. It's the DMV swag, bro.
All right, if that counts, I'll take it.
And then what we were trying to tell you is that it matters more so to us because we do have an anthem, we do have cult classics that can
100%.
But we also have music that can be deemed. I've had people when I went to school in Massachusetts. I had other friends that knew what Pretty Girls was, that heard of Nike Boots, that related to a lot of the music based off of the imagery that Wale put out there with Nike Boots, and then you would get New Balance. I had people that knew actually who Shy Glizzy and Fat Trail were too.
I'm not saying we don't have any. I'm not saying we don't have people that are famous and we don't have. Songs
we're talking specifically hip hop.
Like when I think of like Empire State of Mind, like that's one of those. Cause my mother loves that song.
We're talking specifically hip hop.
Like when I think of like Empire State of Mind, like that's one of those. Cause my mother loves that song. Like I've watched my mother turn into a whole different person when that song comes on. She's not even from New York. California Love is another one of those records. Welcome to Atlanta, another one of the records. I'm like, dang, it'd be nice if the DMV had a song about being from the DMV that impacted people that same way. Like I can go to New York and that song is played and people know it and they love it word for word.
I'm telling you,
I don't know if Nike Boots is that song.
We got it. And then you got, honestly, let's not play with Shy Glizzy. Awesome worldwide. I don't care what you say. I know
is it about from being from DC though?
Bruh, it's the aura, it's the swag, bro. Nobody has swag. No,
like, I'm not saying there are DC artists that don't have worldwide hits. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that at all.
Let me say this real quick. Let me say this. From Wale, from Fat Trail to Shy Glizzy, with all those three, as far as like where we're from, their style, how they look, how their voice, you know what I'm saying, their flow, their cadence, a lot of that impact, honestly, with, let's say for Uzi, for example, a lot of his style is based off of the DMV area, to what you're saying as far as it being spread out. I know Philly may be a little closer. Then you have people like Kanye who got his style from the DMV.
Yeah, so, but I'm not saying we're not culturally impacted.
But I'm saying that's in the music though, bro. That's in the music. I'm telling you it's in the music. For like a Shy Glizzy Awesome, like a Wale Nike Boost. Like, I mean, the list goes on between them two. And
I don't know if I played Nike. I don't know if I was in like Atlanta and I played Nike Boost. The entire area would know the words.
I'm telling you, if you play Pretty Girls, a lot of people will know.
Yeah, but is that about being from the DMV, or is that just
what are you talking about? You Pretty Girls is go-go, bro.
It is. I'll give you
that. Stop it. This is us, bro.
It is.
This is
and
us.
Then for some reason we want to do the whole no offbeat flow. I'm like, I don't know.
I get that too.
I don't know why we didn't just continue with the go-go rap, but whatever.
I get it too, but it's still culturally impactful.
I guess. Listen, if we count Crew, then yes, then we got one with Crew.
Yeah, I think we got.
And this is not me hating on the DMV. I hope people don't take it that. And this is me wanting.
Well, you better fix it up.
It's not me hating on the DMV.
I'm telling you, our core audience,
it's not
more now.
I just like I said, I think I wish we had one of those. Like I'm like,
don't say I
really wish we had one of those. Like I don't know. Like I don't feel like Nike, and that Nike Boost is a song that's definitely about being from DC. But I'm like, dang, do people like if I played this song in a club in New York or a club in freaking Chicago, people know it. The same way if they had played California Love, they would know. That's what I mean. That's what I want. I'm not saying we don't have songs that
I get what you're saying.
I don't say we don't have. I'm not saying we're not. That's not what I'm saying.
I do think you could play like some of the songs I named somewhere else in a
and I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. Like listen. I would hope to be wrong. I hope I am wrong. I'm not mad. Like I wouldn't be upset if I was wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I am wrong. I'm not mad. Like I wouldn't be upset if I was wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
I gotta let y'all know. And speaking of Matt, in great news and more music, great news. Young Thug is free. I meant to send you all of the information based off of the.
Yeah, because it's weird. Because I'm like, does he have to do 5 years in jail?
So look it up real quick for me. So the 15-year probation, I want to know what it includes. But Young Thug is free. Man, shout out to Young Thug. He received time served in the YSL Rico case. The judge gives him 15 years of probation, but it includes a lot of different things within the probation. A lot of people were debating if it's a win or lose. Regardless of anything, it's a win. You're out of jail. You're out of these circumstances. You get another opportunity. At the end of the day, I understand that the years and the probation, it still has a lot of stipulations, and we can understand that the probation can be a lot of systematic things to keep you right back in jail. But what I do think in this situation is that it's a win, because with the time that he was looking at, it's still a win. I get all the ramifications with the 15-year probation, because if you make one mistake,
it's more than that.
And look, they said if you make one mistake, they rolling in that 20 years. So
yeah, he can't even get pulled over for a traffic stop. Honestly,
it's difficult. So what?
So he's banned from Metro Atlanta for 10 years. Good Lord, except for family weddings, funerals, graduations, or serious illnesses. He must give 4 annual anti-gun gang/gun presentations concerts in Atlanta. Allowed to travel for work. No contact with gang members or co-defendants except for his brother Gunner. Forbidden from promoting gang-related content of any form. Okay. Let's see if there's other things here. It's weird. It said like time served 5 years. So then I was like, wait, does he have to do 5 years in jail? And
in jail, man, bro.
Or is he like just free?
I really don't know jail math for real. Like jail math get difficult because even though he had, like you just said, it was he was supposed to have 5 years, but he got time served. So within that time served, maybe they rolled that over to the probation. You get what I'm saying?
Maybe, but 15. I mean,
it gets difficult.
I don't know. Hopefully, Young Thug really meant what he said about changing, because it's like, yo, man, you really like you can't fumble that, man. Like you was out here being a whole crime boss.
Yeah, it's one of those
and affecting
things.
people's lives.
And I will say what I do respect about Young Thug. I really do respect about Young Thug. He held himself accountable. He apologized to everybody being there, from his family to his friends. Shout out to his lawyer. Shout out to the judge, who was very fair, because they really left it to the judge, because he didn't want to take the plea. So it was more so him leaving it to the judge. And I respect him for actually speaking up, because in a lot of these moments they don't really speak. And I feel like when he got his chance to speak, he said something that was impactful. And one thing I will say, he held himself accountable, regardless of anything. He did if you felt like he did the crime, which they felt like he did, which why he pled to whatever charge that he had. Hey, he spent his time in jail. He did his time. Now we're gonna see the 15 years of probation. But we just glad that he's home.
The internet's been hilarious though. Like, this is gonna be Young Thug for the next 15 years.
I got a question.
The songs they've been playing.
I got a question for you. Does Young Thug still get to play some of the music that may have been incriminating, or the music that they deemed as incriminating? Does he still play those music? Because a lot of those songs was his classics, bro.
Like, he's gonna have to revamp all of that. He's gonna have to start from scratch, unless he just changes the lyrics when he does shows.
I feel like he can make and revamp.
And at this stage of your life, there's got to be other things you should be able to talk about anyway. Like, come on, man, you over 30, you got kids, you make money, you trap. Like, look at you.
I feel like there's definitely going to be stipulations behind the music, and they're going to be listening. That's the tough part. They're going to be listening. So it's like we just seen him talk about he wanted to make music with Lil Baby.
Yeah. Whatever.
Regardless,
he's trying to work with his people, man.
Hey, let's get past all of it. Man, this situation. I know we wish we was over this situation, but it continues, bro. The saga only continues with this situation. Meg Thee Stallion just came out with a new documentary. Mind you, she just dropped the album. Mind you, she just dropped the album. Okay. So me personally, what I think is, in this world of social media and this world of like with clicks and streaming, it's all about how you can get the viewership. Okay. It's all about the publicity, in my opinion. So I feel like this is no coincidence. I feel like Meg just dropped the album a couple weeks ago. It probably wasn't as it probably didn't perform how she wanted to perform.
I didn't know album.
And then you also, ironically, you have Tory Lanez that just signed the appeal, and the Los Angeles court, they're looking into the case as far as him being innocent. He's also come out and talked about how his last previous attorney had ties with.
Yeah, I did see something. The only thing I saw, I don't know, I was scrolling one day, and one day I just saw Shorty was like, "I have no ties to Rock Nation." I was like, "What is this about?"
Yeah,
I didn't look further into it.
So it was a lot. It was a lot to look into. She had created a whole show talking about Reasonable Doubt, which is played on to Jay-Z. It was a lot of things.
Wait. His lawyer was the creator of the show?
She was involved.
Oh.
So it got real.
I've seen season 1. I haven't seen
because she said she had no dealings, but that adds more to now it adds more to the doc coming out. Yeah. And I feel like it was a response. I feel like just lately since the verdict, every time he says something or she says something, it's a rebuttal.
If I'm Tory Lanez, I will continue to fight this until the day I die, because I don't think he belongs in jail.
Yeah,
I don't think the evidence. I don't think it plainly showed that he belongs.
And if we're being honest, it was a lot of things that we've seen publicly that came out not to be true. Like, for example, when Meg Thee Stallion just went viral for this clip, and she was admitted to lying to Gayle King about sleeping with Tory, and a lot of people was just like, okay, why does this matter? I think it matters a lot. It matters a lot. First, it talks about it describes the character in which she's displayed, in which he's displayed with each other. It describes how they even led up to that point.
It also adds to the motive of, why was there a fight and all that stuff in the first place? Because Tory's attorney was saying that, Meg has that Tory said that, Meg had slept with all of her friends, people, including him, because I guess he had banged Chelsea. Was her name? Kelsey first, with Kelsey. And then Meg got with her, and Kelsey banged some other dude, and Meg got with that dude. They all came out in court. Everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, imagine how Party feels, all her sexual history being shown in court." I was like, "Fam, like this is high profile lawyering. Like my whole job is to discredit your
I'm
whole
confused
look
about this situation too, Hugh, because a lot of people in this situation, they're gonna feel how they feel. They either a Meg fan or they're not a Tory
I'm like,
fan,
I don't think y'all care about justice. I think y'all just care about
it's more so fandom in this situation. A lot of people don't care about the justice aspect. What I would have a question for a lot of people that are Meg fans or just opposing what's being said is why even come out with this information? Because it continues to put a battery in the people that think that Tory is innocent. It continues to create that narrative.
Yeah, it's not dying.
Because of now, it's like, okay, and it's important too, for my opinion, it's important because the Gayle King interview came out before we even knew that she was lying or not.
Yeah.
In court. You feel me? So that they came out before. And it just speaks to the character in which she has displayed in this time. And it's like,
it's just nasty things at work. Cause it's like, yo, it's a black man sitting in jail right now, bro. It probably shouldn't be there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know why. I don't know why that's not a big deal to anybody. It's like, yo, like if he's innocent, he should not be sitting in prison. And if she sent him to prison off a lie, she is a horrible human being.
Correct. And then also right now,
like what are we talking about?
And then my thing is, as it stands, he's in jail, and you're out at the end of the day. You seek justice. You got justice for you if you felt like that was justice, right? So it's like to continue the conversation and continue to have this certain type of propaganda. It can continue to create a narrative behind it.
Yeah. No matter you can win your whole doc without mentioning that.
Yeah, no matter if you feel like Tory is innocent or not. We already got the verdict. We're all listening to, what's about to happen next. But every single time you put something out, it makes you look.
Because you gotta think, you put this whole doc together, and the only thing that's being talked about from the doc is
the situation.
And I do think it matters. Like all the people playing superhero talk about like why does it matter who she could have slept with whoever she wanted? Who did he shoot her? I'm like, it does matter because it's about credibility. It's like if you lied about this, what else could you be lying about? It all plays a part. Like, but I don't know, man. I hope justice is served. Whether Shorty was involved in Rock Nation, then that's filed. And if Meg Thee Stallion was lying, then that's filed. Like based on what I heard in the case, and I had no horse in this race. Based on the things that I was hearing from the evidence, from the eyewitness, I'm like, even I pieced together. I was like, he did not shoot this girl.
A lot of the things didn't match up.
It just didn't make sense.
It really didn't. Hey, we'll continue to see, man. Like at the end of the day, all we can do is just send our well wishes to everybody.
Didn't one of those guys pass?
What? Who?
Hot Boys.
Nah, honest, all of them there, bro.
Shoot. Oh, that's Turk. Yeah, I thought one of them. No, BG was in jail.
BG, Wayne, bro. That's why this is so legendary too. And it's seldom that right now you have a lot of groups that are doing things like this. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these groups in hip hop, bro.
You know who's next?
You feel me? Like,
you know who's next?
That's why I respect the Lock so much.
Yeah, most loyal group in hip hop.
Most loyal group in hip hop.
You know who next?
Who?
The Clips.
For what? Album?
Yeah.
I know.
The album's on the way.
I know.
They just got signed to Def Jam. Quincy Jones, man, what a life. 91 years old.
Facts, man.
What a life.
Rest in peace of Quincy Jones.
What a life. The greatest producer of all time. Hands down,
bro.
Hands down. Like one half of the reason why Michael Jackson was so incredible. Because you gotta give Quincy Jones his credit. He made a lot of those incredible records that Michael sung on.
And music in general,
like
bro, from every genre, bro.
Quincy Jones did Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Right, he produced songs with Frank Sinatra.
Come on,
you
man.
You know what I'm saying? Like Quincy Jones
made the greatest album ever.
Like his name, I know we throw around legend and icon, but icon is an understatement for a person like Quincy Jones.
Cultural
icon, bro.
Easily.
Like from every. And
I don't feel too bad because he's 91. Like 91 is a great life. Great life.
Absolutely.
You know, he's here for a very long time. Because I'm one of those people, I'm like, I think at 92, I'm going to be like, all right, God, we can wrap this up. Like, that's just me. That's just how. So 91 is great.
That's an amazing life to live.
Great life. Incredible legacy, man. I don't know if he does have kids. But shout out to his family, condolences to them, prayers to them. I know it's got to be hard, you know.
And what couldn't Quincy Jones do? If you really think about it, if you talk about the music that he's created, that goes back to almost what this 50s and 60s, bro.
I don't know. Some people are just. I don't know. They're just different. Some people are just
different, bro. Somebody just.
And there's levels. There's levels of different. Like there's always that one person that's just the greatest, and you'll never see that person again. Like Michael Jackson. About producing, he was that. He was like you'll never see that level of producing again. Like he was just the greatest of all time. If you're a young listener, you don't know who Quincy Jones is. I would implore you
do your research.
You'd be like, he did this and that. Well, he did this. He did both We Are the Worlds.
He sure did. He sure did,
bro. You could be like, wait, what? Huh? What? Wait, what? And this, man.
Yeah, and the thing that's so unique about Quincy Jones is that he crossed genres. It just wasn't in one type of genre. And if you think about Motown, like. Motown alone, bro. We don't even have to even go further. Motown alone. We talking about Smokey Robinson. We talking about
Stevie Wonder,
bro. I mean, we're talking about.
I want to say Diana Ross.
Yes, Deanna. Yes, yeah, bro. It's like
it's a lot of people.
You feel me? Like it's incredible, bro. Like look at Quincy Jones has done, bro. Different.
Isn't that insane? That's a lot of people on stage.
Yeah, bro. This is a moment, bro.
That's a little.
When I'm telling you, this was a moment, bro.
I think that's too many people on stage. I'm not gonna lie.
I know.
All y'all don't need to be on.
And look, and you think about it, it's only what 6 of them total. Everybody
pulling out stuff to smoke. That's crazy. But I'm like, it's too many of y'all on stage. But yeah, shout out to
bro. I was too little to even understand his music, and I was bumping that jump.
Yeah, sound like my freaking 4th and 5th graders right now.
That's right, bro. Don't even understand what they're listening to.
I stopped all my girls when they start singing Tyler. Cause I don't want to hear you say "make me sweat, make me hotter." I don't want to hear that. You're 10 years old. I know you have no idea what you're saying. I know it's a very popular song, but I don't want to hear. You're a 10-year-old girl. I don't want to hear you say "make me sweat, make me hotter." I don't want to hear you say that. I'm sorry.
And I will say, bro, maybe we're being hypocritical, but let's say this: the songs back then had more substance, more great production, more things that kind of made you mask like what was being said. Like for a lot of these songs, like let's say Genuine, like Pony, or like Drew Hill, Beauty. Like, and not saying that these songs have messaging in it, but like these were very like soulful. You know what I'm saying? Great production. The song hit different. Like nowadays it's just like oh yeah, like it's so gruesome because we do have Cash Money. We did. Yeah,
I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna say I'm being hypocritical, but I don't know, like
because we was
the same way our parents didn't want us singing it. You know, I don't want to hear them sing it.
Bro, because look here. You just played Ludacris yesterday.
I didn't play that. I didn't play that.
Oh, you didn't play that?
Nope.
That's a classic.
It is, but I didn't play it.
That's a classic. You feel me?
I was debating, but I didn't play it. But I will say this: I don't trip over certain things. I don't trip over. Like I've seen some of them play Outkast. I've watched like six girls in front of me play Not Like Us and sing it word for word, but they were bleeping it out. I was like, just stop, because you got to bleep out all these words. Just stop. But I was letting them rock at first. They play the Kaylani, so I let them rock. But it's just certain things I don't want to hear come out of your 10-year-old mouth. Like, I don't want to hear "Make Me Sweat, Make Me Hotter." I just
no Sexy Red songs. Like
some things I'm just like
it's a certain age limit.
Some things I'm just like, I can't hear you sing.
And then recently people got on DJ Envy. I don't know if you
seen that was nasty.
Yeah, me personally,
I was like, this is weird.
I wouldn't do that. Not my child. I'm not here to govern anybody's household what they do with their child, but for the particular song, for the little Kim,
and she's
for her
the outfit,
the type of clothes she's wearing.
I was like, this looks weird. This looks very weird.
Nope, everything don't need to be shared, bro. Whatever in your house, keep it in your house. Everything don't need to be shared, because that was one of them. I'm like, all right, see, somebody
full-blown production behind that.
Somebody gonna take Halloween to a whole new level. Come on,
she's 9. Why is she a fan of Lil Kim? I don't believe that was all her. I'm sorry. She's not. I don't believe she was like, I just don't think so.
Yeah, no.
But what we factor cap, money is actually the laziest gift you could give someone.
I think that's cap. I think the reason why I say that's cap, I feel like money can also be thoughtful, because if I understand, like, you just giving me money and you're not putting any thought into it, just getting a gift, but also money could be thoughtful, because what if I don't like surprises, and what if I'm not gonna like the gift that you give? Even though that it's the thought that counts. I think money is still a good gift, bro.
Depends. The money's it's a good gift, but I think it depends, because it could be lazy, because sometimes people don't want. They don't want it. They don't feel like ordering, finding your thing, ordering and sending it to you, which is, it's a thoughtful thing. They're just like, here, just take this money and go get it. So that is that in that regard, it can be lazy. But at the same time, it's like, hey, listen, you giving me the money to go buy this, I'm fine with that. So I'll always accept money. I'm never gonna look at it and be like, oh, you being lazy, just give me money. I'm never gonna do that. Like, if you want to give me money, I'm gonna hand you money. But I can see how I can look at it as lazy, because some people will just hand you money because they don't feel like looking for the thing, trying to order it and send it to you. They don't feel like doing all that. They'd rather give you the money and have you go do it.
Like I said, that's cap for me.
But I'll take it. I will gladly take the money.
You give me the money, then I can do what I do.
Because I'll say this: I watched for my housewarming, and I sent out that registry of all the things that people could buy me. And my coworkers came over and they spent 10 minutes trying to set up an Amazon gift card to send me an Amazon gift card. And I was like, I do know I gave y'all a registry. She's like, no, we want to send you. So
that's different.
I was like, all right, whatever, fine.
That's context, because that's different. You have something that you're actually sending them that you want them to purchase you.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, we know we're gonna give you the gift cards. I'm like, but okay, fine, whatever.
I think that's different though. In that one, I would say that's lazy, because in that aspect, it's like, okay, you seen what I needed you to get.
Yeah, like, why make me an Amazon gift card when you could just buy the thing
off the registry? I get it.
I would take it. I was very grateful. I still used it to buy some off the registry, so I'm still appreciative. I'll still take it. Don't get it twisted. But I thought that was weird. Like, it took them a while to get it done. I was just like, yeah, never mind.
I think it's capped. Overall, I think it's capped, because I like you give somebody a gift and honestly, like, I don't look at people no way, but when you give somebody a gift and then they take it back, or they have to take it back, I'd be a little hurt too. Because it's like, you ain't get the right gift, you ain't do right. But I don't think is a lazy gift.
Juju was all the way in England, going crazy. 27, 10, and 4, and 5 blocks and 4 steals.
Juju, wait till Juju get to the WNBA. It's upper room general. Barbecue chicken, extra fried, crispy. Good cooking. Juju, she about to. Hey, you see what they doing to the league now, bro.
I gotta find that thing I was talking about.
Whoa,
ain't gonna take me long to find it. All right, but yo,
bro, they had this joint lit.
All right, here we go. Stuff like this scares me, because like, what? Because like, why is delusion like this free? Like, delusion like this should not be free. I feel like you should have to pay to be this delusional, and then I'll know to be scared, because the fact that you pay to be that delusional lets me know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because the fact, if this is free, that means anyone can be this delusional. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody's not rational. I tell you that.
All right, so look, this says, imagine this. Imagine being 8 months pregnant, and the night before your doctor's appointment, your husband takes you out on a nice date, real fancy restaurant, got your favorite flowers, a necklace, a new charm bracelet, comfy new slippers, perfume, etc. All to end up leaving you the very next morning, 30 minutes before your appointment time. Backstory. I met this man a few years ago, and off rip, he treated me like a queen. Our very first date was a night out in front of the lake. He was everything I ever wanted my ex to be. I've always acknowledged my appreciation for him and everything he has done. He has never cheated, rubs my feet and belly faithfully, legit caters to me and my every need and want. Fast forward, while we were on our date, I snapped pictures and videos of everything and I sent them to my ex. I shared how I wish it was him who did these things for me, how it was him I should have been pregnant for, and how I wish he loved me how I still love him. And maybe one day if we could come back from this, my husband saw these messages. Now, I know it was wrong, but I love my husband and I don't want to lose him over stupid texts and hormones. I didn't mean those things. I'm just pregnant and emotional. How can I get my husband back? He has packed all things and some of mine and left.
Excuse my language, y'all. Excuse my language. Her ass should have stayed with the ex. Simple as that. My problem is with a lot of people. Let me say this. My problem is with a lot of people nowadays, whether it be a man or a woman. Why are you continuously thinking about the ex or wanting to even have a conversation with the ex? You left it in the past for a reason. Now, if you didn't, don't bring somebody else along that's coming in a new relationship. Don't bring that hurt. Don't bring that trauma. Don't bring all the things and expectations that you had of this said person that you was just with into this new relationship and mess my whole life up because I can't meet the expectation of your ex. You should stay with your goddamn ex.
Malik, she chalked all of this up down to hormones and stupid text. That's what she tried to scale all that down to hormones and stupid text. Like, no, like, what are you talking about?
She just gaslit the listeners.
Like, yo, like no, for real. Like, delusion like this should not be this
it's
free.
Crazy because the first paragraph, what you were saying, I was right along with you until you said the X.
She tried to, like, yo,
come on, bro.
I saw you. She said, "How can I get my husband back?" You can't. You can't.
That's it.
What do you mean? No, like, you don't even want to be with him. You want to be with other dude. Go be with him.
Oh my goodness.
And don't ask me for child support either. Like, no, because you want him to be the father. So what?
That's crazy.
That is no, like, the nerve of her, the audacity, the unmitigated gall. Delusion like this. What is he doing? The delusion like this should not be free.
It be people really out
here. Because this means everyone can be this delusion.
Thinking in their reasoning makes sense. And honestly, common sense ain't common to everybody. But I feel like in situations like this, it should be common. Because if you don't want it done to you, don't do it to others. Because I'm sure if this was the other way around.
Yeah. And this is a prime example of somebody who did not do the work to heal before going to the next relationship. Because here you have someone who you can recognize is the perfect, man, like perfect human being for you. But all you can see is that you wanted to be this other person. But it's just like, clearly you didn't sit down with a therapist and heal before you, like, you know what I'm saying? Because like, why throw this away for it to be someone else who clearly did not do these things? So they did not do these things. You already left and recognized enough that that wasn't. Delusion like this type of delusion should not be this free.
Take time to heal.
There should be money. You should have to pay for
this. My thing is, take time to heal. Whatever your wounds and your scars are, don't bring it to the next person. You feel me? That's how I feel about that. That's how I feel about that. Before we leave, y'all, hey, we 7-2. Steelers, I ain't trying to talk no trash too far ahead of the game. I'm gonna remain humble, but don't come up in here with these terrible towels. It's time, bro. It's time. I'm telling y'all, we here. Since we got our new quarterback, we've been talking on the pod before we got him that he was the one. We here, y'all.
7-2, baby.
We are here, bro. That's all I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna leave it at that. It's a lot of surprises that's going on. It's a lot of bad teams. It's a lot of teams that are not exceeding expectations on the Cowboys. They're not doing what they're supposed to do, but want to sit here and talk the most trash. I'm here today, bro.
I'm confident in saying we are playoff bound. And I'm looking forward to that. But we gotta finish the season, of course. But I hope we get MARSHON LATTIMORE. So
that's what I'm wishing too. Ahead of this trade deadline, book it as we said it.
And we already know we got players that want to pull up.
T. Higgins, MARSHON LATTIMORE, y'all are more than welcome. Any solid to good cornerback that can do us justice.
Please, man. Please let it be Lattimore.
We here, man.
Please, man. We got St. Juice has to get off my team. I'm sorry. And I can't wait for the season to end for it to happen either.
We can't.
I
can't deal with it no more.
The same way y'all cut Jamin Davis, y'all need to go ahead and find a replacement for St. Juice. All he does is give up yardage.
That's all.
And penalties. That's literally all he does. He does not lock up anything or any side of the field. He doesn't turn the ball over. He doesn't deflect passes. Heck, he barely tackles for his side.
Look, at a point in time, it's at a point in time where you become a liability, bro. And that's just what it is.
This is what it is, Mo.
That's what it is. And the business is the business.
He's literally a liability.
Say personal. But look, we gotta elevate. Because I don't think I don't think we lose to Baltimore if we had some type of cornerback play that game. Because Zay Flowers was getting you talking about extra.
Honestly, I think if we had just decent cornerback play, I think we could have beat Baltimore. They turned the ball over more than we did.
Yeah, for sure.
And we were in that game all the way over. I think we had Brian Robinson. We could have won that game because it was a drive. We were in the red zone.
We had a couple red zones.
So
hey, but man, shout out to Washington.
Derrick Henry has 1,000 yards. It's only been 9 games.
Yeah, he's another MVP candidate. But I'm gonna tell you this right now, as I said before, I really think if we make the playoffs, and based on what our record is, you can book Jaden Daniels Rookie of the Year and MVP. I don't remember the last time it's ever been done, but I know it has been done a lot. I think he can get it. I think it happened. Much love to you guys, man. Make sure you guys tap into that Patreon episode, Luda versus T.I. Make sure you guys tap in. Much love.